and welcome to the 950th Solitaire episode. Tonight, we have a very nice deck at hand. The Tally-Ho Emerald Edition deck. A very nice one off the shelf as we officially begin the last 5% of our Solitaire journey. Let's take a look at what we will have in hand for tonight, as it looks to be fairly nice. Good touch, nice art, and a pleasant back design. I'm excited. I hope your day has been well, by the way, that you're ready to relax and play some Solitaire. Now it finally hit me. 95% through to 1,000. After our final game of the night. That's insane. And would you believe me if I said I have every one of our episodes ready to go until our 1,000th? Only the best decks left that are on the shelf, my friend. For now, let's kick off our night with the game number 1. And it's always nice to do one of these during our special episodes. What episode do you remember joining on? Interesting start. A start we could definitely handle. For me, at my angle, the cards are a little bit of the same color, but I could tell that they look just fine. Let's make some predictions. I think we'll get 7 fat stacks tonight, and I have no idea where to begin with wins. But I think 3 is a nice number, wouldn't you say? That 4 doesn't really do anything for us at the moment. It's best to just reset our luck. 6, king and a7. So 2, 2, 2, 3. Patience. I didn't even know that we had 3 kings in our hand. I guess we'll still wait. Okay. 1. And let's build as far as we can with each 1. Oh, I don't like this feeling. Now we're for that 10. And we're stuck with that jack. How far can we build? That sucks. Without a black 5. That's the end of this first game. There's no way around it, is there? Nope. On to game number 2 with just a fat stack so far. Interesting start to our night. Triple 5s out of our last 5 as we surprisingly work a negative stat. I'll save that till about the half-hour marker, about the deck update. I just kind of want to settle into our games first. I really enjoy that ace. Another fairly nice start. Not much at the moment, but definitely looks nice. And we'll do our regular order of operations. Keep that 2 there for now. See if we can earn a fat stack at some point with it. And if that happens at another point where we can make a couple plays, we will do it. As we now have triple 9s on the field, and the tone of this one is a little bit different. second game. Do we have any negative stats to accompany, though, is the question. In back-to-back games, triple fives. And it looks like it'd make that triple tens with the triple fives. 5, 6, 8, no straight. 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight. So a couple triplets of fives and one of tens. Okay. We've had worse. It's such a nice back design, but a little different than the regular Teleo 13. Oh no, I find myself just staring at it a lot. We're good. After this game, if it's another stinker, we'll try blind draw for a bit. Love that ace so much. And our third play. And our third play. Once again, we need fives. Once again. And we have a lot in our hand. There's one. Now we just need a green one. Nowhere for that 6, 10, 7, or 8. That is as far as we can go. And I know for a fact we have another negative stat waiting for us. So that's not good. This will be at least our fourth in 3 games. Triple queens. And that looks to be it. All royalty and diamonds as well. Okay. So we're moving to blind card, or blind guess milestone is the best word to describe it. But I've been thinking about our solitaire journey and what's left of it. And I've been in deep thought, just wondering how it's gonna go the last 50 episodes. Or the next 50, I should say. Our last 50 would have been from our 900th. But just how it all started, when it started, the ideas behind, back then to now. Such an interesting change, development is a better way of thinking of it. And it makes me think now that 950 came too soon. But at many points, it seemed like it would never come at all. It's an interesting dynamic to try to understand why it feels that way beyond the surface level. I guess right now it's a little bit bittersweet. Here we go. Let's hope that king is the difference maker. Third play, I believe. Our second fat stack of the night. Green 7. Darn. I think we should play you now, but I don't think it makes a difference, since we don't have the 2 of diamonds. What might be our final chance? 2, king, 6, 3. Pick it back up from the 2. As we reset our luck from the king, 6, and 3. Now we have a 4. 5, 5. Okay. 8, 7, and a 5 with nowhere to go. 2, 3, and that is as far as we go. In this one, we earn another fat stack. And I think we should be good without earning a negative stat in this one. it's not as much of a struggle, but a push and pull that I've been dealing with regarding the deck. So basically, transparency. After this game, another blind draw game, by the way. Here we go. Oh my gosh. My bad. Now I'm a bit worried about this game. That felt too like there was too much activity. That makes me feel a little better, though we couldn't do anything right there though. Only if you are a green jack. It doesn't do too much for us, but you never know when we're in this type of situation. Third play. 5. We have a spot for that 6. 10. We will be patient in case there is another black 9. And we earn our third fat stack of the night. Sweet. Drop a king. And then on our third play, we can place down our final king of this game. So 3 plays, by the way. And our fourth fat stack of the night. Anything else in this game? 5. Another ace, please. Okay. We can move that eventually. Nowhere for that 9 or 8. A 5, an 8 with nowhere to go. Now, how far can we go? Is the question now. 5, 6, 7. and diamonds are in order ace to king. Eight to king. And we recover 3, 2, and ace. Not bad. Alright, deck update time. So, a little bit about the deck. I wanted it to encompass what I think an everyday nice deck of cards could be. And in my process so far, there has been many concept parts to where I had an idea, scrapped it, had an idea, scrapped it, and I wanted it to be one complete accompaniment of a deck, because I wasn't really much of a fan. It's probably about 40% of the decks that we do, to where the back design is the only thing different about the deck, and then from there, it's just a standard playing card design. So I knew I wanted to do that differently. And I initially wanted to have a title, design, and then design idea, then to work on it. But that proved to be too tedious. So what I started to do was work on the basics of hand drawing, meaning using an iPad instead to have the files digitized quickly, as opposed to having to redo the work again of the standard facings of the card, which took a while to make sure they were all proper. Then from there, doing the same thing, or starting to do many different back design concepts, and narrowing down on what just felt fitting to what I wanted to do. And then I had a little bit of a struggle of what do I want to do? What do I want to communicate with this deck, or something along those lines. So that took some time, because there is something I wanted the deck to be like, and then it just slowly drifted away from that initial idea. And what I initially wanted, or what I realized that I wanted to do, was to make a deck with the intention of, what's the best way to describe it? I want to make a deck to where it creates memories, whether you're playing games with friends on a road trip or at a destination, in a band room like I did with a lot of my friends, with some family, also like I did, or playing a game of Solitaire on your own like how I do a bit, but it never feels like I'm alone. And I wanted to give that feeling too, to where when you're playing with the deck, you never feel as if you're alone, because you know how much detail and thought went into it. Thought more than anything else, really. As it looks like we're moving on from this game, and I think we'll bring it back towards regular draw. So just to double check, 6, 6, queen, queen, 4, nowhere for that 10, make summer for that too, but it doesn't open the door anywhere. So I want the deck to give those feelings, moments, memories, and at the same time also just be part of a collection. Alright, triple tens, and we have weighted a large straight. So that's kind of what I was talking about earlier with the transparency, is that I didn't really want to say that until the deck was coming out, for sure, but I think it's something nice to share. What else about it that I was going to say? Oh, so I'm at the process of a lot of the cards and design ideas go from rough draft to final, and then for the specific art styles go through several rough drafts to then final drafts, scraps, then carrying on, creating parts I liked from finals, from scraps. So just retouching to then make everything try and be nice together as one composition. And it's just about at the final composition phase, or final draft phase, everything just fits together. The back design is almost finalized. The facings are almost finalized, everything else. And from here, all I have to do is design a box and fund the project. And that's another part to where, I guess it's the transparent part I initially thought of. That's why we've kind of been slowing down a bit. I've been talking for a while, I just realized, in our upload frequency, so I can save, plan, and just kind of work everything out and balance all of my finances. Because deck orders are fairly large to place. It's a large commitment. It's something I want to do. So it's gonna happen. So I'm just trying to make it all fit within my timeline that I created for myself. And I never wanted to do anything like crowdfunding, because that way, I don't know why, I feel like if I do that, what do I feel about that? I guess kind of like making a cake or something like that. I'd much rather get all the ingredients myself and then give it to you than ask you for some bread or meat to then give to you, if that makes any sense. That's the best I could describe it now. So for now, we're gonna tone back a bit, wait till around the 50-minute marker or so before we get into our deck rating on the night. Also, I wish I could share so much more, but I just want it to all be done when it happens, or kind of being a surprise. Ooh, triple tens. clouds our hopes. And we await the verdict. 4, 6. 6 for the moment. And the final verdict. 9 and 7 with nowhere to go. Just one fat stack. Makes it 5. Just avoid some triplets. As soon as I first saw those two, I had a feeling. Well, I guess we just have to work around it. Okay, it's gonna be a fun one, isn't it, my friend? Jack. I just had a random urge. I haven't thought about this game in a long time. To play Modern Warfare 3. Survival, I think it's Renaissance. Not quite sure. But that sounds fun right now for some reason. As this game might be a slow bleed. But there is a chance. Don't count us out yet. Okay, before we move that king, I want to know that we don't have another king to play early. 7. There's our king. Okay, we're gonna play this king instead. 9. I know, seems kind of risky. It is, but a risk we have to take for those other 10s. You have to take risks when you're put into a corner. And I don't think we're gonna make it out of that corner, as there's nowhere for that 7. 8. or 7. And ain't that something? 7, 8, 7, or 7 with nowhere to go. Wow. Well, let's see if there's anything negative lurking beneath in this one. Triple jacks, triple nines to the negative stats. No really long straights, just the jack, queen, king again of diamonds. So 5 fat stacks with quite a few negative stats. And then get into the deck rating. What were those two? The exact same tens in those exact same spots. Yeah, that would have been ridiculous, wouldn't have it? Wouldn't have it? Let's go blind. Alright, so the deck. So, at the time I was getting this deck, or a little after I should say, I noticed that this deck was a highly sought after deck, typically going for around $30, which is pretty high. And I got it before, a little outside of my comfort zone, because Emerald Tally-Ho just kind of makes you want to see what that's about. Triple fives. So I waited to find one on eBay at the right price, and I picked it up for us. Triple sixes. And I do love Tally-Ho, but this deck is not by Tally-Ho. They, I assume, licensed their brand to be made by another person or company, so it's not reflecting the true Tally-Ho card type, and that is apparent by the feel, the box, and a little bit of the design, since it strays a bit, not much, from the traditional Tally-Ho backing. Not saying that's a bad thing, just apparenties, question mark. The Tally-Ho cards, I believe, are from the same cut as Bicycle, so they usually have a pretty good feel and standard of quality. Pretty predictable, if anything slightly less good than a standard Bicycle, but not much, not by much. These are less noticed them catching a few times. And there's no way of us getting out of this king 2-9, 8 nowhere to go. And this one wonders if there are any other negative stats. It does complement itself well. I would have gone for a little more vibrancy down the Emerald Avenue. Triple a set of jacks, and I thought we were going to get triple kings. Damn. It's smoother on the edges. I think it's not as durable too. I don't think this would be preferred by magicians either for its handling difference. So if it's just any other deck, I say it's a 6.5, 7 for sure. Just because the quality of durability is just a little lacking. If it were average, I'd give it an 8 for sure. And with the price accounting, you could buy quite a few standard decks for 30. It's just about what you prefer. But it is a nice green deck. So maybe we will land it at a 7. Man, I was hoping this would be a 9.5. Ah, I remember now. Since we are at the final part of our 1,000 episodes, I told myself I could be a little more specific with the rating, so we're gonna give this one a 7.17. Why that? It's the green really makes the difference there. I was on a low end of a 7, but not 7.5, but higher than a 7. Just because it does work well together. I know I'm not explaining whatsoever. But it's not reaching 7.5, the low end barely better than a 7, but not quite a 7.2, a set of 4s. And we're done in this one. Might as well do blind draw. Be hyper aggressive. And add triple 6s to the bunch. Why not? Good gamble on that instead of that 4. We're gonna wait. Or are we? Okay, that answers the question. We're doing this instead. Alright, I think we might have just figured out what card is missing for us right now. 6, 8, 7, and a 10. Nowhere to go. Without the 3 of clubs, that is where we wrap this one up. 5 fat stacks, looking like we're adding some more negative stats in this one. Oh wow. I thought for sure we'd have something else there. But another set of jacks. Damn. Regular draw now. Just a heads up for you too. I think around our 970th episode, I'll announce our Ape and Friends final deck. So in just a heads up, I'll probably do a short little video announcing it, but I'll give you the time frame and reminders just for when the time comes, so you'll be the first ones to know. Because not everyone makes it to this point, type of thing. Especially first time through. And with everyone new who comes along too. And I just got a great idea regarding that as well, but that'll be for me to know only for now. Such a nice rhythm going of not making a single play. And now, our fate is beneath this card. Thorough check, as we have nowhere for that 5, 9, king, 6. We have a 5 and a 4. Pick up that 8 with a little bit more. We drop a 10. We flip another. A 9-8 combo. And another black 6. Okay. Okay now. It's getting hot. Alright. We have a chance at our 6th fat stack. We're at 5. And since all of that just happened, time to scrunch back up. We currently stand at 1 win, 5 fat stacks. What a turnaround. But is it enough? 5. No way we get out of this with just a good game. Nowhere for that 5. 8, 6, 7, 9, or 7. Unbelievable. As we move on to our next game. So close. Another jack, darn jerk. The killer queens and the jerks. Huh. Well, if we're keeping the negativity, the killer queens, the jerks, and the clique. No, never mind. Killer kings also works too. Killer queens. Knockout kings. Conniving kings. Oh, I like that one. I swear. Okay. There's 2. Not surprising. And there's 3. Do we hear a number 4? Let's do it. We really love this rhythm tonight. You could just listen and know we're having some bad luck. Just close your eyes and you'll know. has a 6, a king, a 2, a 7, a jack, another 2, and a king with nowhere to go. Rough games, but I feel like we just got over the hump to where we're about to see the other side. Triple threes to our negative stats. Was eager to jump ship. Blind draw. It just still feels like we're hitting these repetitious cards. There's nothing we could do about it. And I believe we are done with this one as well. A 10, 4, 9, 10, almost got us at the end. We'll drop that 2. And we'll go full at it now. As best as we can. Here we go. There's a 10. Last chance, maybe. Come on, 3 card, you got this. 9. Ever so slowly, but we're making progress. We pick up this 8. And we are just a king away from a fat stack. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're not gonna get that fat stack. Queen, 7, 5, and 8. Let's build what we can. 3. That was a little unnecessary, but we'll do it anyway. King, 9. Did we make the right decision? Okay. 8, 5, 10, 9. And we cannot bring back this 5. We cannot build there, nor there, or there. Queen 7, 6 is where this one ends. So close to a fat stack and a win. Can't be too upset at a good game. Only 4 cards this time. No way. We have a negative stat. It made me worry, even though I know we had 2 kings. And what we learned is we're going to keep it simple. 5 riffles to end it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think the simplicity might have played a factor in that one. No cuts. That doesn't feel like a strong start, but we'll find out together. And if I didn't say so, which I don't think I did, this will be our last game. Because I want to be at 95% so bad now. I just got extra energized and excited watching that last game unravel. And nothing brewing. 2. Don't you dare do this to us. No way. Okay. Almost. But did it? I don't remember a black 5. I am glad I was mistaken. Triple 4s. Okay, there are some cards that could change the fate of this one in our hand. The Queen, 3, 2. We just gotta move that around. First ace. We wait for another king. Alright, what else we got? seventh fat stack of the night. Oh, you'll love to see it. Three, show us a jack beneath that. Nope. We have to play that too. Alright, my friend, we're stuck with the 5 and 10 as we come down to the final seconds. Maybe. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5. We jump over that king. 3. Oh, yeah. Can you feel it now? Alright, so we're stuck now with a 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My friend, you cannot make this up. How we wrap up our night to the final game. 2 wins and 7 fat stacks as predicted on my end for that one. So many chances at some wins. So let's stack it up and wrap it up. And a nice, smooth way to end it, as we have all of our kings. I mean spades, ace to king. Clubs. Hearts. And diamonds. Let's see our victory shuffle. King down to 7. And we recover 3 to ace once again. We are officially 95% through, my friend. What a night. What a way to wrap it up. I am pumped now after that win. I hope you enjoyed. We have gone so far and we just have a little bit more to go, my friend. That was our 950th Solitaire episode as we finish with a bang. Talio Emerald, I hope you have yourself a relaxing remainder of your night. Many sweet dreams when you do. And until we meet again, please stay safe and eat your fruits and vegetables. I love you. Coming soon.